As an adolescent bearer, with some power from the fire icon Phoenix, Clive protects Joshua as his bodyguard. With Jill serving as their ward, the brothers reside with their parents, Duke Elwyn and Duchess Annabella. The brothers are ambushed by Sanbreque troops as they go with Elwyn to a ceremony to unlock Joshua's talents. Joshua awakens destructively as the Phoenix after Elwyn dies, and Clive vows vengeance when an icon by the name of Ifrit appears and destroys the Phoenix. Sanbreque's army has Clive as a slave since Annabella hates that he didn't have her blessing and that she betrayed Rosaria in order to protect her lineage. 13 years later, Clive is dispatched to kill the Iron Kingdom's dominant, who turns out to be an enslaved Jill, behind enemy lines during a battle between the Dalmatian Republic and the Iron Kingdom. After he deserts to free her, Cid comes to their aid and offers to assist Clive in his hunt for Ifrit's dominant. Following rumors of an unidentified dominant, they battle Benedicta, from whom Clive appropriates her icon Garuda's strength. After being ambushed by bandits and changing into a furious Garuda, a distressed Benedicta becomes Ifrit, which causes Clive to change into Ifrit and murder her. Cid urges Clive to keep looking for the reason behind this metamorphosis, even though for a brief moment he feels hopeless knowing that he is Ifrit and the one who killed Joshua. Clive and Jill accompany Cid on a mission to remove the nation's mother crystals, which are causing the blight by draining Aether from the ground. After they witness the complete persecution inflicted on bearers and their supporters in occupied Rosaria, they sneak into the capital of Sanbreque, but before the mother crystal can be destroyed, a creature by the name of Ultima confronts them within. Cid is gravely wounded by this creature. Ultima tries to take control over Clive. Joshua pauses and confines Ultima inside of himself after using the Phoenix's power to withstand Ifrit's attack. Barnabas' operatives trick Hugo, who had fallen in love with Benedicta, into taking Cid to task them for her demise. 5 years later, Clive, now going by the name of Cid, confirms Cid's purpose and works with Jill to destroy the Mother Crystal of the Iron Kingdom in retaliation for her captors. After Sanbreque captured the crystalline dominion for its Mother Crystal, Annabella plots to have Olivier, her son by Sanbreque's monarch Sylvester, succeed Dion as her heir apparent. In an attempt to draw Cid out, Hugo invades Rosaria, which forces Clive to fight back and dismember Hugo before admitting he killed Benedicta. Hugo becomes a vengeful titan out of desperation. Clive kills Hugo and destroys the Dalmatian Mother Crystal after seizing complete control of Ifrit. Following Joshua's guidance, Dion pulls out a coup against Annabella, but in the process he unintentionally kills Sylvester. Olivier, a vessel for Ultima, then turns Dion into a furious Bahamut. After destroying the Mother Crystal of the Dominion, Clive finds Joshua again and aids in his battle against Bahamut. After Dion murders Olivier, Annabella goes insane and ends her own life. Later, when Barnabas meets Clive, he tells him of Ultima's scheme to transform him into Mythos, a vessel that Ultima will inhabit. Following Jill's gift of her icon Shiva's strength, Clive defeats Barnabas and destroys Wallode's Mother Crystal. After dying in a previous blight, Ultima's people seeded Valisthea with the Mother Crystals to suck Aether of her resurrection spell. According to Joshua's investigation into fallen ruins, the Fallen and their human offspring were developed to produce a vessel strong enough to wield the enchantment. Dion, Joshua, and Clive attack Ultima's sky stronghold, Origin, where Ultima's pieces come together to finish their scheme. During the ensuing battle, Joshua is terminally wounded by Ultima, who also kills Dion. Joshua gives up everything to give Clive his icon. Following Ultima's death, Clive tends to Joshua's injuries and eliminates magic from Valisthea by destroying the last Mother Crystal in Origin. A peaceful family is depicted in a post-credits sequence in Valisthea's future, where magic is viewed as a myth, and they hold a book that Joshua is credited with writing, which details the game's events. Expanded downloadable content after release, the Motes of Water are a persecuted tribe connected to the icon Leviathan, a subject of further exploration in Echoes of the Fallen and the Rising Tide. Parts of a fake Mother Crystal made by the Fallen are sold on the underground market in Echoes of the Fallen. Clive, Joshua, and Jill visit the crystal source, the Sage Spire. They learn that the crystals stolen from the Sage Spire are being sold by Famiel, the trader. Clive and his group defeat the Mother Crystal in the tower by fighting an artificial icon known as Omega. Shula, the current leader of the Modes of Water, accompanies Clive, Jill, and Joshua on their journey to the land of Mythical in the rising tide. They discover that in order to protect and benefit Mythical, the dominant of Leviathan, a young child named Walgus, who is related to Shula, was compelled to activate his abilities and imprisoned in a magical realm. The ferocious Leviathan is released as the party weakens the spell. Shula takes in Walgus to raise on her own when Clive appeases it. And that is the story of Final Fantasy XVI. Thank you for listening, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.